Do you love a good roller coaster? Roller coasters are one of my favorite things in the world to do at amusement parks, but taking a roller coaster ride without being properly secured would be a dangerous thing. Probably not going to end well for you or I, but when you get on a roller coaster and, the shoulder restraints or the lap restraint comes down, then you can go up these big hills, down the big drops, through the loops and the swirls, and you're held securely in place, and it can become a fun instead of a dangerous ride. And on this roller coaster of life, so many of us, me included, can look for security in things like money or career or our status. But all those things offer is a false security. And that is why in the Morning Focus, we like to look into the Bible and see what it says about the truth of who God is and who God says you are. Ephesians 2:4-6 says, "But because of his great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ, even when we were dead in our transgressions. It is by grace you have been saved, and God raised us up with Christ and seated us with him in the heavenly realms in Christ Jesus." You see, it doesn't matter what you and I do. Anything in this world besides Jesus is just a false sense of security. But because Jesus came and he died for us while we were still sinners, while we still did things that were against God, that is where our security is. God has raised us up then with Christ and seated us with him in heavenly realms. I was listening to a speaker last week, and I loved, he said this thing, because so many of us can forget who we are when we're in Jesus. And he said, Jesus won't yank you from your spot at the table just because you forgot who you are. That is a great reminder that if you have a relationship with Jesus, Ephesians 2:4-6 says that you are secure. And if you haven't started that yet and you have questions, you're curious about the next step, just text HOPE to 41224.